Welcome folks, you're looking at my 2022 Model Y Performance. My name is Mike, I'm actually Matt's twin brother. And in this video, I'm gonna give you a complete breakdown. This is probably gonna be the most comprehensive Model Y Performance review you're gonna see on the platform. So stay tuned, I got an entire list here going over everything from the design after 1 year of ownership. Let's see, the design, the functionality, the charging, the pricing, the interior, anything that maybe I got bored of after owning this vehicle for a year, and everything. There'll be chapters linked down below, so let's get into it. Number one, the design. Looking at the exterior of the Model Y Performance. Again, this is a 2022 in a very nice red colorway. Now, of course, this is not the new ultra red. This is the original and ongoing red multi-coat from Tesla. And talking about the design here, I mean, have I got bored of it? Is there anything I wish I would have changed on this? Now, I initially was looking at a Model 3, like my brother Matt has here on the channel. Definitely subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. But looking at the price point, really was starting to like the Model Y. You know, it's wider, you got 2 inches wider, 7 inches taller, which is really where you gain the space there. But the design, I liked that it was bigger, I liked the stance, and then I really liked the performance variant. So with this one, we went with the multi-coat red with the white interior that I'll show you later when we go over the interior section. I still love the red. Now, context here. This car has always been hand washed. I know if you're busy, you know, obviously you can't always hand wash the thing depending on your location, you know, schedule, etc. But I have a work vehicle and this is my personal vehicle. Now, I mean, we've heard about Tesla paint quality. Here's another context for you. This vehicle is completely wrapped in clear paint protection film called PPF. And I'll make a whole video on that, you know, if that investment was worth it. It was $5,500. We'll go over the price of this vehicle at the time of purchase as well. But anyway, let's stay focused on the design here. I'm not bored of the design. The only thing I would say is I would like, and this is just me, I mean, design's kind of, you know, to each of their own the design. I would like something even more aggressive, which is kind of hard to believe. I mean, you got the crazy Uber turbine wheels here. You got that beautiful gloss red, which I really love. You got the carbon fiber spoiler. I got Tesla's OEM black license plate cover. I did get some accessories from Amazon, just the overlay for the black matte Tesla T. I have a black overlay for the dual motor badge as well. Just haven't done that to this point, but I'll be doing it in the coming week here. Design on the exterior, I love it. I mean, the wheels look insane on the Performance. They're huge. They got those Brembo brakes. I know some models now might have brake covers versus painted calipers. You can let me know down below in the comments. I don't know if the 2022 had the, if these are covered or just, or actually painted. You can let me know there. I think one of the standouts on the Performance is the design. You get the lower suspension as well. We talked about that carbon fiber spoiler. I mean, again, the Uber turbines are the showstoppers. I do have a little curb rash on them, so take care of your Tesla, folks. I mean, hey, it happens. Well, that actually moves us into the, I guess, performance, we'll call it. You know, this is the performance variant. So with that, you get a faster 0 to 60, 3.5 second 0 to 60, and a top speed of 155 miles per hour. I always say, folks, if you want to hit those numbers, track your vehicle, okay? For your safety and others, if you want to hit those high speeds. I've not. That'd be kind of fun to do, but I haven't tracked it at this point. I'll tell you, another thing that I really haven't gotten bored of is that acceleration, that 3.5, 0 to 60. Again, drive safely. It is ridiculous. I mean, it's as fast as what? Half the AMG line, I believe, when I was looking at it. It is as fast as a BMW M4 competition. It is fast as a Audi R8, I believe. 3.5 as well. So if you're looking for sport, I mean, combined with this stunning design, we've got some sun here in Pittsburgh. It's really helping that multi-coat shine. Still fun. Performance, excellent. Again, you got the Brembo brakes, stopping power there. So exterior, at least, I really like it. The only thing I would, again, if I'm looking for something that's even more standout, combined with a little bit more luxurious, but also even more intense as far as performance, I'd be looking at a Model X Plaid, and that might be my next vehicle in, 3-4 years. So stay tuned here, and when that does happen, also when Matt upgrades his Model 3, then you're going to want to subscribe. Let's talk about some accessories that I got on this vehicle. Let's mention that PPF, okay? That paint protection film is really just like I described it. It is a clear wrap on your vehicle. I could have told you that, you know, it's on here, it's not on here. You wouldn't even know the difference, completely clear. So what that's going to do is just provide some paint protection, as the name implies, right? So I'm here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I lived in San Diego for 3.5 years. So depending on your climate, your roads, vastly different driving conditions, right? When are you driving it? Are you gonna have this in a garage in the winter months? Are you gonna be in more rough roads? Are you gonna take this outdoors, camping, what have you? So I mean, first, again, I keep saying more context, but some more context. I came from a 2010 Dodge Caliber, and then my work vehicle right now is a 2015 Volkswagen Passat. So I mean, money wise, technology wise, engineering wise, everything, this thing was quite a step up. So I wanted to protect this investment, and again, I do intend on having this for maybe 4 years or so. And the only thing I've really noticed on the PPF, if we come here around front, is you'll see two marrings, two areas where some rock chips went through the PPF, it looks like. Now, consider this. I mean, looking at the front here, I had washed this maybe a week or so ago, so we do have a little bug splatter, what have you here. But washing this vehicle, I have not seen really any other marring that's gone through that PPF. So that PPF is certainly doing its job, and it's also self-healing, which means any heat like this, since we're getting some sun here, it will basically, you know, kind of melt over itself, if you will, and self-heal. Other accessories, again, I got the badging actually just recently here, and you saw the one around back, so let me bring you inside here. We have, in my opinion, the best floor mats for your Tesla, the 3D Maxpider, not sponsored, just in doing my own research. These have been the best. I mean, they look elegant, sophisticated, but also high-end. And the fit, the finish, excellent. The more expensive, which I think they should be. I mean, you're buying a premium vehicle already, so get premium things for your vehicle, especially things like this that are taking care of it. The sun's hitting over here. Do you see this? Let me bring it around the other side, as that door didn't close. That's another quirk about this vehicle, I guess, is you really do have to close those doors a little bit harder than you think here. So maybe you can see this better on this side, but I actually got the Tesla OEM illuminated door sills, $250. You only get 2 of them for the front doors. Is it way too expensive? 100%. I think it should be 120, you know? I think 100 would be a great deal. I mean, 120 seems fair, but 250. And here's the thing about these. These only work when they seemingly want to work. There's magnets that go under your door, if you can see that. And I actually added additional magnets because the magnets aren't quite aligning with the internal magnets in this door sill, which is basically right around here. Following the instructions to a T, I did research like you would as well, and I saw a good amount of owners that had the same problem, that they're finicky. I mean, and it shouldn't be for that price point especially, but I mean, I added additional magnets. Actually, I think they're on now. It's so sunny I can't quite see. They stay on for maybe like 15 seconds. I mean, you're not gonna need them on for, you know, forever. You're just opening your door. Mini trash can, nice, you know, for obviously just whatever, trash and stuff. The overlay kit also came with this Tesla T on the steering wheel. I didn't think I was gonna do it, but I love it. I think it looks super stealthy, aggressive, and it's still subtle enough that it doesn't, it doesn't look cheap. That's the thing. I did not want to have accessories that make this premium vehicle look cheap, and I love that. Okay, since we're in here already, let's transition to the interior, the design, and then the function, security, features, etc. So, take a look. Let us know down below in the comment section, are you looking at the white interior, or are you looking at the black interior? I wanted something that looked super futuristic. I think this looks more premium than the black interior. Now, with the, Tesla's always making changes. The variant of these doors are gonna look a little different now. It's kind of just a thinner piece here versus this wider door panel. But I like this wider white on the door panel. Continuing with the design, now of course when it comes to the dash, the white variant, of course, as you can see, has that white dash. Reflections in the side mirror, I hate to admit it, when I first did my review of this vehicle. Let's bring you around the other side. I'll continue to talk about this with you. 100% there is glare in the side mirrors when you're driving, so consider that. There's overlays if you would like to make that a different color, a different finish, what have you. It's not the worst thing in the world. Do I think it's a massive safety issue? No. It's just something you'll definitely notice there, so keep that in mind. Continuing with other features, center console here, of course, you have the vegan leather here. Center storage is nice. Now, I have seen cup holders, inserts rather, for this. I had the inserts, but I found when I was using, my shaker for the gym, etc., I didn't really need that. If we open up the center console here, some good storage. Oh, here's another accessory, by the way. Inexpensive, okay, folks? Matt's gonna have this link down below. This is a charging lock. So whenever you have your adapter and you're charging, this goes on that adapter. Public chargers, okay? Prevent someone from just unplugging this charger. Locks on your vehicle. If you're using a public charger and you have to use an adapter, they might try to unplug part of the charger, so keep that in mind there. There's storage here. Another must, absolutely. Another must is this top drawer. Have stuff here, have little AirPods holder, a thinner section for, chapstick, what have you. Because without that, it's just this larger, kind of lower bin, if you will. I like it. I know I think there's some lower organizers for that section, but I just use that for general storage. Make note here. Obviously, we're in the back now, so take a look. This I think is where the white interior shines, and the 3D mats. There's different options you can get. I would get the front seats, and I would get this middle section as well. You can see that perfectly covering that floor, which I love. Again, it looks great. It doesn't stick out too much, but it looks sophisticated, and I like that. But what I want you to pay attention to are the white seats. Now note, any discoloration, color bleed. Let's bring you a little deeper in the vehicle here. Any discoloration, color bleed on these seats. Now the reason I say that is because I do not have a lot of people in these back seats. So this is almost as close to factory as you can get. So take a look here. Now, the reason I say that, because we're talking about the interior styling of the vehicle, is a complaint. And what you might be thinking, is there color bleed? Now take a look here on the driver's side. And I don't know how this is gonna come across on camera, but right here, kind of in the armpit back area, there's 100% color bleed from the black jacket that I wear when I go to the gym. Just kind of a sweater hoodie jacket, and it is quite noticeable, at least to me. Now, the regular person looking at this at first glance, they're not going to notice, but if they look closer, you can 100% see that black color bleed here. Now, what you can do, what I use is Chemical Guy's Interior Cleaner. Now, you spray it on, you use a rag, what have you, but you can also get a horsehair brush. It's going to be gentle enough, but also aggressive enough to agitate this. But still, when I do that, when I really detail this with that brush, I have to go over it 4 times, spray, agitate, wipe, spray, agitate, wipe. And you can see, I mean, it's still, and I haven't done it recently. I didn't do that. I just used the spray and the rag last time. But I've had this vehicle for, also more context, 8,000 miles and a year's worth of ownership. It's not the worst thing, but a little bit of color bleed there. But if you're thinking it's going to be a set it and forget it on the white seats, certainly not. It's going to take some care, some attention, obviously some cleaning. So make note of that. Now, another really big selling point of this Model Y is this uninterrupted piece of glass. I love it. I mean, it looks insane. The Model 3 has the crossbar, not with the Model Y, and it is really impressive, especially the first time you have someone in your vehicle. Very impressive, and also having stellar safety ratings, rollover, crash ratings as well. So now let's turn our attention to features of the vehicle. What does the Tesla offer? Screen features, what have you. I just have my phone key on me right now. I don't have my Tesla card key, but your Tesla card, it just looks like a credit card. They can put it, this is gonna be on the exterior, but on the exterior, on the pillar here, or when you're inside, you can put it down here to access the controls of the vehicle. But to get in, you just put it on this A-pillar. I've had several people in my Sentry events trigger the Sentry mode because I guess they're trying to get in and they got a little confused. So it's really nice to have Sentry mode. Of course, none of my previous vehicles had anything close. That gives good peace of mind. Talk about the screen here. Because this is a very high-tech vehicle, are you gonna get used to the screen? How is it having a screen that has everything on here, including your speed, all that stuff? I'll tell you this, if you are comfortable using a computer, your phone, I mean, clearly you're watching this on some device, you're familiar with those devices, you'll be fine with this. Don't worry about it. It will take you probably just days to get used to it. It is not hard. And as far as the functionality, the minimalism, just having really just these buttons here on the wheel to do a lot, and then a lot of the other options on the screen, I think it's very intuitive. Just changing options here of what do you want, sport mode, steering mode, what have you, charging and charging metrics. Again, I get a lot of use out of these features here, including, speaking of high tech here, I mean, if you're waiting for someone pops in the gas station, the grocery store, watch YouTube. Actually, another scenario of that is if I'm waiting for my food delivery to be picked up. If I'm placing a pickup order, then I park, I'm there early, I can watch some YouTube or something. That's pretty cool. Other useful features, these wireless charging pads. Very nice. I mean, it goes along with the minimalism. Now, there are USB-C outlets in here. There's 2 of them. So actually, I can show you here. I have one plugged in right here, you can see. So this is gonna be a little bit slower, much like any wireless charging, it's usually faster if you're plugged in. So you do have the high-speed USB-C right there if you wanna plug another phone charger in if you need better charging. So clicking on the temperature down there, you adjust everything here again through the screen. Fan speed, the direction of the airflow, you can click on the direction there, and that is how you change the airflow, which is pretty neat. Other adjustments, direction, what have you, defrost, etc. Now this Model Y has the bioweapon defense mode. I don't know if all Model 3s have that or not. I think they don't. The only thing I don't like feature-wise, this isn't on the screen, it's actually with the app. Now the app is going to show you a lot of, again, functionality. If you're charging, the status of your vehicle, it's going to give you notification. If your alarm's been tripped, if you left the window open, if you left whatever, something unlocked. It's buggy sometimes. So, here in my apartment complex, I will try to connect to my vehicle to view the live Sentry mode, which is a great feature. I can view what's going on, via the cameras live, but sometimes, it just spins and spins and it doesn't connect to my vehicle. So let's talk about charging. And let me go into the charging section here. So here's a little bit information about, charging, what have you. If I click on this little power icon, lightning bolt, it opens up my charge port. So let's talk about charging. Because you're getting an EV, so let's talk about the range. The charge port, of course, you just plug in right here. Use an adapter. Again, I'd recommend that charging lock. So with the Model Y Performance, you're getting 300 plus miles of range. I believe it is 313. Now understand real world driving, how heavy you are on the acceleration. Climate, if it's particularly cold, it's gonna decrease your range a little bit. So real world, again, that's optimal driving, optimal conditions, you're gonna get that 300 plus miles of range. Now charging, here's something really interesting about charging this vehicle is, again, I've only had this for a little over a year. It was a year in March of 2023. I got this in 2022, of course. I had an issue charging this vehicle. So it would not accept the charge. I plugged it in on multiple charging stalls here in our apartment complex. So we have, just public chargers. I use my adapter, I plug in, it's usually never an issue. But it would not accept a charge, and I set a Tesla service appointment. And the Tesla rep, they come in, Tesla vehicles, he came in an older Model S, he could not diagnose what was going on. So it turns out there was something on the internal board. There's I guess a separate board, there's a smaller board right inside this panel on the other side of this, on the trunk actually it is. Speaking of, I haven't shown you the trunk yet. So this is a great time to show you both of those. So check out the cargo space. Another positive of, in my opinion, the Y over something a little smaller like the Model 3. But the service center went into this panel and replaced I believe some kind of board that fixed the issue. Now, it was covered under warranty, don't worry, but I had the vehicle for, I don't know, what, 10 months at the time? 9 months? So, look, I understand it's gonna happen. It can happen with any new vehicle. A little bit of a pain. They did give me a loaner Tesla, a loaner Model Y, of course, free of charge. And something that I was actually really impressed about, they turned it around in 3 hours. Now, once they, the service center diagnosed what it was, they just had to go in here and replace the board. So, should have happened? No, but it happened. But I was happy with the turnaround time and the loaner Tesla. But the range has been good. I mean, I'm happy with the range. I charge, I don't drive a ton. So in the years of the ownership that I've had this vehicle, I've driven a little over 8,000 miles. Because again, I do some driving. Actually, here's a good plug, shameless plug on Matt's channel. Follow me, subscribe here on YouTube at Your Driver Mike. Link down below in the description. I help people make money in different side hustles. So if you're looking to make some money or save some money or just make the expense a little easier with a side hustle, check me out at Your Driver Mike. But the range has been good. I mean, I charge just every couple of days. Understand your use case. Do you need more miles? I'll say, just in the research I've done on EVs, Tesla, in my opinion, is having close to the best range per dollar, what have you, of most every vehicle out there. Their infrastructure for charging is clearly the best when it comes to their supercharging network. I've done a little bit of supercharging, not a lot. Is it the cheapest thing? No. Is it meant to be cheap necessarily? No, because it's ideally, you want to charge at home. So I haven't shown you the Frunk yet. Let me show you the Frunk, and let's go over pricing and financing. How much did this cost me? Was it worth it? Here's actually some more features of the performance. You get the sport alloy pedals. And let's talk about that as we go through some more storage here of the Model Y Performance 2022 Fremont build. It's a manual open, of course. You have to just click the button, but just pull it open there. It's got the assisted open, and we've got a leaf hanging on from the fall months, from months and months ago. So here's your Frunk. Can easily fit a carry-on there, a duffel bag, a couple bags of groceries. Now, I never use this, okay? Never use it because, take another look here before I close it. I mean, it looks great. It looks super clean, very minimal. Really, the only reason I don't use this is because it is a manual close. Now, ideally, you want to put a hand here and a hand over here and push down. I'm obviously holding my camera here, so let me do that. But that's how you close it. It's a manual close. I don't think that's, you know, the most graceful thing for especially a vehicle like this. I feel like at least the performance trim should have a auto closing frunk here. But anyway, speaking of price, now there's been almost constant price changes from Tesla here. When I got this vehicle, I ordered in December of 2021. Again, I took delivery in March of 2022. I put $15,000 down. I did a 72-month loan on it with the intention of paying it faster. I just want to do that for the time being, just to be a little safe on the monthly payments, and then manually place a little bit more money every single month towards the vehicle. And at the time, I'll say I probably ordered at a fantastic time when it came to interest rates. So last I checked, the rates on Tesla's loans, and I'll tell you this whenever you're speccing your vehicle, it was around 5.99%. But as of today, when I'm filming this video, Tesla made some offerings with a like 3.99% or something similar to that. So you'll save some money there, certainly on the interest rate. My interest rate, when I placed that order in December of 2021, is 2.75%. Excellent. That really does save you some money over the course of the loan there. So $15,000 down, 72-month lease at $69,990 before taxes. $69,990 with taxes, $74,000. On that entire loan amount, monthly payment is $877. Then again, on my own, every month I'm just putting some extra money towards that. 1 year later, with the Model Y performance, this vehicle has really stood up. And I mean, looking at it right now, the red's pretty unbelievable. It almost looks like ultra red. I mean, the shine from the multi-coat, it's a little dirty, but still, this is pretty clean, I'd say, so you can get a good representation of it. Let me know down below. And again, drop a like on this video. Definitely subscribe to Matt's channel here at Frunk to Trunk if you want to check out my channel. Again, my name is Mike. I am Matt's twin brother. Check out my channel, Your Driver Mike, linked down below in the description. Let me know your thoughts on the Model Y performance, or whatever respective Tesla or EV, etc. you are speccing out. Let us know down below.